What's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of the Gens Pixels podcast. I'm your host, Brad, joined by my co-hosts, Micah.
Hey.
And Terrence.
What's up?
It's a early episode. As you can see, it's daylight behind us, which is weird. Veterans Day observed. So all of us happen to be off today. So we decided to get it done early. It means we have no Gens Pixels post office this week, though, because we're recording too early. But that's okay. We have a fun docket. We have all of the news that's fit to print from XO18, the Microsoft exclusive event from Mexico City this past week. And I can't even get that sentence out without laughing a little bit.
Mexico City.
Yeah, they for some reason they decided to have a fan event that they broadcasted live on the internet, almost like a Nintendo Direct. Mexico City, because that's where the hotbed of Microsoft Xbox One fans are localized, I guess.
That happened already?
It happened on Saturday. You couldn't hear from all of the smattering of plums and platitudes screamed from the internet of how awesome XO18 was on Saturday, Terrence. On Saturday afternoon, your Facebook feed wasn't awash with people, raving over the fantastic announcements from this event that we'll get to later in the show.
What the fuck was I doing Saturday?
Anything else? Literally anything else.
I watched 2 movies. Played a little bit of Dragon Ball. Yeah, I didn't hear anything about this. I didn't even hear anything leading up to it.
Shocking. Well,
getting touch of death kills in Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I was practicing.
Well, Terrence, gird your loins for the back half of the show, because you're going to be knocked back with all of the wild announcements that came from XO18 later on in the show. Before we get to that, Mike, I would imagine you've been playing more Red Dead. Terrence, I don't know if you've played anything new lately.
I got a little bit further into Yakuza Kiwami 2. There's a lot to do in that game.
There's a whole lot. Like, those games aren't, they're not short.
And then I downloaded the free one, Kiwami, the first one.
Yeah. Those games get better with each iteration. Like, while Kiwami is not bad, Kiwami 2 is better.
Yeah, it is far better. Like, I thought I liked the combat in the first one better, but because you have the 4 different fight styles, no. It turns out it's better in 2. But those games are fun.
Mike, do you have any?
Oh, one other thing. I got back into Overwatch.
Oh, really? Well, I'm actually genuinely curious to hear you talk about this.
Since I played Overwatch, I decided to turn it on because I forgot there was 6 new characters to choose from. My favorite being Moira. She's the healer. She's a new healer that they added. I don't know how long ago it was that they added. Probably last year sometime. She's fun. I'm always a support character when I play those types of games. There was also a new one, the little hamster, the Wrecking Ball.
Mm-hmm.
I play a team. They have, how you got to do the payload missions. I was on the team where I had to capture the payload. But the defending team, the guy had a wrecking ball. He attached himself to the payload and was just swinging around that bitch. And when the wrecking ball swings, it catches fire. So anything that touches it just knocks it back. And no one could shoot him, so he was just swinging it around in a circle for 2 minutes, and we lost. That was a pretty good strategy. It was really funny. I wasn't even mad at it. I'm I can't hit this motherfucker because I'm really trying, but no one else on my team is really doing anything because they were level 3s and 4s, and the game came out 4 years ago. How the fuck are you a level 3? I'm sitting at level 90 because I played a lot of it before, and I haven't I didn't actually, what do you call it, prestige, as a Call of Duty would call it. The new characters are fun. All of them are fun to play, actually. If you haven't played it in a long time, it's almost like a brand new game. It's crazy, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. But yeah, if you have it and you haven't played it in a very long time, just jump back in. Still very easy to get into, but difficult to master type thing. And you have to have a good team, or you're just not gonna win.
I've been weirdly watching a lot of Overwatch competitive play, because if we're lying around on the weekends and there's nothing to do, and I'm channel surfing, like Disney XD apparently shows a lot of video game stuff, and they love showing like Overwatch World Cup. So I just get sucked into watching that for a while.
That's really random.
It is, but it's fun to watch. And like I said, I like with the hamster ball guy. Like I like what they'll do is they'll like position themselves up high, and then like when the enemies come below, they'll like jump down and then swing down and like take them all out.
It's hard to get in position to do like the swing type thing like that, because there's a lot of obstruction things in the way. But if you can get like a clear path, it's ridiculous the damage he can do just swinging around like a jackass. But it's fun, man. That's a very good game. I heard a lot of people saying that it was like losing steam, but I don't think so.
Is that why they're bringing out brand new characters?
Yeah,
like they literally just brought out a lady cowboy.
Yeah, she's coming out. She's not out yet, but yeah, I want to play her. I think that may have been what got me back into wanting to play it because she looks cool. And she's
she was originally supposed to be black.
Okay, thanks.
That was a whole thing on the internet for a minute. Like somebody saw some concept art, and she was originally supposed to be a black woman. And they were like, nope.
Why isn't she?
Mercy was supposed to be a black dude in early concept. Like Mercy was supposed to be a big black dude with dreads. It's wild,
Mercy. I can't. It doesn't even register. Mercy actually is. That's fucking weird.
That will, all you people who watch Overwatch porn, put that in your little memory banks.
So, Mike, do you have any more enhanced thoughts on Red Dead 2? Future Brad here. Just so you know, Mike is about to spoil the shit out of Red Dead Redemption 2. So while you see the spoiler warning text on the screen, if you don't want to hear about this, make sure you click past until you don't see that text anymore. Thanks.
More? Yeah, I have played more of it, and I like the game, but there's still a lot of BS that goes on with it, and it got to the point where the story is so good. It's truly engrossing that all that other ancillary shit, hunting and taking a nap and going to use the bathroom and taking a shower and washing my hands afterward, like all that bullshit, like all that bullshit aside, the story is actually really good. I finished the main story. And I'm like, because I just kind of wanted to burn through it because it was so interesting watching the downfall of Dutch Vanderlyn, as he either one gets crazier and crazier, or two lets the crazy that's already been in there out. And that's what I think. I think Dutch was just Dutch is like he's a prime example of the cult of personality, right? Like he's a nice guy, but he's a lunatic. Like he's crazy. He's always like, I've got a plan. And no, you don't, Dutch. You don't have a fucking plan. You never did. You're flying by the seat of your pants, but you're just telling people that you got a plan because you want to be in charge. Meanwhile, Micah is over there being a fucking asshole. And look, I finished the main story. I finished Arthur's story. Spoiler alert in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arthur dies, right? Of course he dies. He gets tuberculosis in the game. And there comes a point where there's a face-off between Arthur and Micah. And I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch. I'm going to beat Micah's ass, right? But at that point, I don't get the satisfaction that I want, right? Like Micah just kind of gets away. And now I'm in the epilogue, and you play as John Marsden in the epilogue. And the epilogue is I'm in part 2 of the epilogue. So I guess I'm almost done. If I don't get satisfaction, if I don't get to murder Micah, I'm gonna that will leave a bad taste in my mouth for this game because Micah is such a prick, and he needs to die. So, end of spoilers. If you could timestamp that, Brad.
I will do. I wrote it down. So.
But yeah, it's a great game, but there's a lot of once you get used to all the BS and the cumbersome controls and stuff like that. Yeah, it might be the best open world game I've ever played.
All right.
For me, you gotta get through it.
For me, I'm just so they announced the end of season 4 in Destiny, which is November 27th, which is earlier than I expected it to be. So I'm gonna be grinding my ass off for 2 weeks trying to get fucking Luna's Howl in Crucible.
Yeah, that seems really early, doesn't it?
It does, only because the expansion came out, or season 3 started in. Well, no, I guess it's about 3 months on from when season 3 started. So I guess they're following the same timeline. I don't think that's when Black Armory comes out. I think that's just when the season ends. But the problem is that so Luna's Howl is one of the competitive PvP rewards that you can get in the game. There's 2. There's Luna's Howl and there's Not Forgotten, which I'm not even pretending like I have a shot to get, but Luna's Howl is attainable. So there's big long quest line that you have to do a lot of stuff in comp, and I've been playing a shitload of comp lately, which is actually really fun, by the way. Even solo queuing, it's not bad. But the last part of it, the last part of the quest is that you have to reach Fabled rank in competitive, which is the 3rd tier ranking, which gives you like 2100 rank points, which is not easy to do because in competitive, like if you lose, your rank actually goes down. Like you have to chain together wins and win more than you lose, ideally, to do it. And the quest doesn't end because Luna's Howl apparently is going to be available for the entire year. But when the season changes over, your rank resets back down to 0. So unless you hit Fabled rank before the season ends, you have to start that part of it from Jump Street again. So that's going to be difficult to do because I'm only at I think you need to get to 2100 rank points to get to Fabled, and I'm at like 800 right now. So it's going to be tough to make it. I've also pretty much given up on the Redrick's broadsword because I have reset my rank almost 3 times, and you need to do it 5, and I just can't see it fucking happening in Crucible for regular non-competitive rank. So yeah, good times. Oh, and Micah, what rank are you in Gambit, by the way?
I have no idea. I haven't played Destiny since Assassin's Creed came out.
Okay.
Yeah, because Assassin's Creed came out, Spider-Man came out, Red Dead came out. And I still haven't finished Assassin's Creed, and I kind of want to finish it. So once I'm done with Red Dead, I'll be back to Assassin's Creed. By the time I finish Assassin's Creed, the second Spider-Man DLC will be out, and then I'll get back to Destiny. Like that's the thing with me and Destiny is like I like Destiny, but Destiny I can. Right,
it'll be there when you need it to be there. So, well, I reached Legend rank in Gambit, which is great. But you know how when you get to Legend rank, you have to do one more trip around the fucking rank circle that's there. But here's the problem: when you hit Legend rank in Gambit, you only get points when you win.
Right.
And that's been fucking excruciating solo queuing lately. They have paired me with the dumbest asses that I can possibly fathom.
So you pretty much just have to go in with a full squad, right? With a squad of 4.
Either that or get lucky as shit. Like the other day, I went in with and I happened to get paired up with a 3-stack that was together, and that was beautiful because they were talking, and I'm a good teammate. That's the one thing I do when I solo queue. I'm able to figure out how other people are playing, and I'm able to complement how their play style. But yes, I've almost reset my rank in Gambit. Basically, what I'm saying is in Destiny 2, I've been smashing my head against the wall for the last 2 weeks, and will continue to be for 2 weeks more because as I'm getting a little bit more serious about achieving certain things, it's getting a lot harder to do that. But I guess that's the carrot, and I'm getting hit with the stick right now. So that's what we've been playing. A couple of bits of housekeeping. Make sure you go to youtube.com/DensPixels. Subscribe to the channel while you're there. Click the bell icon. You'll never miss an episode that we post. We post this podcast up in video form. We do live streams. We do reviews, stuff like that. So again, youtube.com/densepixels. Don't forget to sign up for premium membership for TNP Studios. You can do that at densepixels.com/premium. It just costs $5 a month or $50 for the entire year. For those of you that are interested in the American political climate, we just gave away 7 hours worth of premium look forward content for free last week, both pre-election, election night, and post-election results that you can see in the look forward podcast feed. If you thought that was cool, again, kick us some bucks to get the regular episodes of look forward every single week. There's other premium shows like the Airing of Grievances, The Men with the Golden Tongues, and No Time to Bleed that you also get access to. So again, densepixels.com/premium. And no matter what podcatching app you use, be it Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Pocket Cast, or whatever, make sure you subscribe to us, Black on Black Cinema, The Nerdpocalypse, and Coming Distractions, all of the TNP network shows.
There's a brand new episode of No Time to Bleed in the can, and it should be up a few days or maybe the same day as when this posts.
What did you guys do?
I don't necessarily want to tell you what we did, but it's in honor of Veterans Day. We decided to do a movie that featured a U.S. Marine veteran turned FBI hostage negotiator turned security assessor turned security guard and father and single leg amputee below the knee who was able to do superhuman feats.
I have not seen this movie yet. I know I wanted to. It's out of morbid curiosity. So I might have to watch it first before I watch you guys dismantle it.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. It's a bad movie, but it's a good time.
Sky Hard is what you're what you're alluding to.
Yes, indeed.
All right, so new releases. It's a big week, guys. It's probably the biggest week we have left new release wise this year, just in terms of sheer quantity. Fallout 76 comes out on Wednesday this week on all platforms. Carrie talked about it last week if you wanted to hear some thoughts on how that was going so far. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee coming out for the Nintendo Switch on Friday this week. The Spyro Reignited Trilogy coming out on Tuesday. Battlefield 5 Deluxe Edition comes out on Thursday. So yes, there's new releases every single fucking day this week at retail, which is crazy. Hitman 2 releases Tuesday. Project High Rise Architects Edition releases. Sid Meier's Civilization 6 for the Nintendo Switch. The full version of that game comes out on Friday this week. The SNK 40th Anniversary Collection coming out for the Switch. The game that most of you probably are curious to hear our thoughts on, My Riding Stables, comes out on PS4 and Nintendo Switch this week as well. And last but certainly not least, The Quiet Man. The mysterious trailer released at E3 from Square releases this week on PS4, and from reading on the internet, that game is trash of the highest regard.
I've seen it. I've
heard it's awful.
Yo, there's no dialogue.
Well, he's dead. And
there are people talking
as well. So
there are people talking. There's no dialogue, and there's no subtitles.
So wait, like there are cutscenes, but you just can't hear them?
No. The like from what I've seen and what I might have heard, 70% of the game is cutscenes.
But you can't hear.
People are talking, and there's no fucking dialogue
because your main character is deaf.
Your main character is deaf. He can't hear, but they don't put subtitles, so you don't know what the fuck is going on.
What?
and yeah.
Oh shit!
Good times.
Nah, yo.
Yeah, and then the actual gameplay itself looks horrendous.
Yo,
like I've never seen anything like it. Yeah. Like, how do you have full and it's live action cutscenes, like real people, and then it like it. I'm telling you, just look it up. Somebody on my timeline was playing that shit, and I wanted to ask him what the fuck he was doing. It's only $15. I think it was it Warren?
Oh,
yeah, it was shit. Warren. What the fuck are you doing, Warren? Why did you waste your money, or did you get it for free? because
I
that's
think he wasted his money.
Okay. Apparently, they're going to patch it to give it subtitles.
Oh, good.
what?
I can't believe they released the game thinking this will be great. Like the player won't care about the story.
Square Enix said the patch will provide final answers to the lingering mysteries of the Quiet Man. Like, what is going on?
Like the story itself.
Oh my god. That's
Yo.
Oh shit, that is amusing.
So only one other announcement aside from that. The Nuketown map is coming to Call of Duty Black Ops 4 this week. I assume it's free. But I guess I shouldn't make that assumption. It's Call of Duty. Yeah. That's it for new releases and announcements. Let me turn it over to Terrence with our headlines for this week.
First up, Nintendo is going to remove racist Ultimate. What is it? Super Smash Brothers Ultimate Game and Watch imagery. Is it because he's black?
No, apparently.
What is he, like a gollywog?
No, apparently one of the things that he does in the game is because there was a Game & Watch game where he was, dressed as like a Native American, and because they basically just took stuff transposed from the old Game & Watch things and put it in this game, he's wearing like a headdress in one of these scenes that somebody caught it during the Smash Brothers Direct.
Oh, okay.
What?
So he's got a feather in his cap, or he's got a feather at the top of him. And I thought he was doing like the Florida State thing.
No.
Oh, wait. What? I'm confused.
They show a GIF of it. They show a GIF of it. And he just has apparently that's a Native American thing. Look, it's fine. If people are offended by it, take it out. Nintendo's doing the right thing.
Okay.
Nintendo is better than Dan Snyder.
I mean, that's not a high bar to clear.
So yeah, I could barely see it, but if it's offensive, okay. Next up, Red Dead 2 has already shipped 17 million copies. Isn't it like the second biggest entertainment opening, like weekend, like when it came out?
I think it's the biggest weekend one, but I think you had to give it that asterisk because
GTA 5
Auto came out during the middle of the week.
Oh,
so that's why. So I think GTA 5 was still bigger, but Red Dead was the biggest weekend entertainment opening.
That shit don't make no goddamn sense. Yeah.
For those playing the home game, 17 million copies shipped is more than Red Dead Redemption shipped over the course of its life. FYI.
So what an extra million copies?
Well,
less people played the first one than this one.
Well, this is physical.
Well, technically, since this is a prequel,
shit. This is not. This doesn't account for any digital sales. So basically, all the folks that had been buying, the original Red Dead Redemption from the Xbox Marketplace, for example, doesn't factor into that sales.
Well, that's kind of unfair.
A little bit, but also the 17 million
came out like 7 years ago.
I know, but the 17 million also does not account for digital sales either. This is just the number of units that have been shipped to retailers.
God damn.
So, in reality, it's probably sold well more than 17 million copies.
Yeah,
to date, if you're counting digital sales.
I mean, marketing is it marketing? Like, were people just so hyped for this game?
Or did they just want a new Rockstar game? Because it has been a little bit more 5 years since fucking GTA 5 came out. That shit came out in 2013.
Yeah, I think it's more of what Terrence said. I think it's more that people were just excited to play a new Rockstar game and they liked Red Dead Redemption. So
yeah, because Red Dead Redemption came out in 2010. GTA 5 came out in 2013. So that was only a 3-year gap. This is between Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption 2. That's an 8-year gap. And a 5-year gap between fucking GTA 5.
Well, I think if it's possible,
good Lord,
like GTA 5 has propelled Rockstar's like name cache to like heights that it had not seen before GTA 5, which for us is weird because we've always known who Rockstar is. But as far as the general public, I think a lot more folks discovered Rockstar through GTA 5 and especially through GTA Online specifically.
Yeah, because there are people that I know for a fact don't really play games like that, but they're like, "Yeah, I want to play GTA 5." I'm like, "Nigga, what?" Like, that game came out like 9 years ago. Why do you all of a sudden want? Okay, cool, whatever. So yeah, that game is basically like, and what would you compare it to? Like Fortnite? It just transcends. It kind of just transcends games. Period.
I think Fortnite's on a
completely
different. I think Fortnite's on a completely different plane.
Yeah, Fortnite.
Honestly,
like people on their phones and on different, like people on their phones can actually play people on PC and like PS and Xbox. Well, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can actually play those people on your phone.
Yeah,
that's crazy to me.
Well, I mean, when you have a lot of money to throw around, that's what can grease the wheels of a cross-platform utopia.
And apparently, being on your phone is kind of like a cheat too, because like you can see where people are on the map, and it's kind of got like a little bit of auto aim going on in there. So they got a little bit.
I would imagine there's a generous amount of aim assist on the third person.
Yeah, because it's a phone. I don't play games on my phone. I can't do that. But yeah, 17 million copies. Red Dead Redemption 2. That's crazy.
That's pretty amazing.
Call me when it's $20.
No, you won't like it then either.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, man. You won't like it then either because there's a lot of the map is too big. It's too big, and there's not a lot of
like there aren't cars.
I can get around a Grand Theft Auto map because there are certain landmarks that I'll see and certain buildings that I'll see. Like it's all rolling plains. Like it's pretty, it's gorgeous. I'm playing on a day one Xbox One, and it still looks good. But I can't navigate it. Like there's an auto run in the game because they know that people aren't going to want to hold the direction and hold the A button to go from place to place to place. Sometimes it will take me literally 5 to 7 minutes to go from one place to another place.
I don't like the sound of this at all.
Right.
Yeah,
like, could you imagine
you waste, like, you have no respect for my time.
Right, yo. Like,
what the fuck, bro?
Like, I would literally put the shit on auto run and then pick up my phone. just wait for Arthur to get there, man. Because it's like, all right, yo. Like, I appreciate it, but yeah, shut up, yo. Shut up. Just give me fast travel.
It seems obnoxious to me.
It is. It's obnoxious.
Are they gonna patch fast travel in there, like better fast travel?
No, because they want you. They want you because apparently, like, what could happen is like while you're riding from place to place, like you can, like Micah said, you can put in auto and like you'll have like these conversations with people that you're like riding with and stuff like that.
But and they want you to because they want you to experience one. They want you to look at what 100 hours a week does for you, right? 2, they want you to there are NPCs who will ask for help and different things like that. Me myself personally, I feel as though it's not any of my business to if you need help, then you go call the law. I ain't gonna help you. I've helped one person, and it was because it was a black dude, and he said that his wife was in trouble, and I'm like, all right, let's go help your wife, and that's it. That's it. If you're sitting on the side of a road, first of all, if you're a woman sitting on the side of a road, that's a trap. That's a trap, yo. It's 1899. Women aren't just walking around by themselves in 1899 in the lawless West. That's a trap, yo. Not doing it. and if you are 2 dudes sitting there talking about you need some help, nah, yo, that's a trap. It's 2 of y'all and 1 of me. Not doing it. So I don't get to do all that other extra shit because I'm playing this shit like it's me. Oh, I need some help. I'm stranded. I'll call the cops for you. I'll let them know that you're over at the signpost over there somewhere. Fuck you. when I'm finished the epilogues, then maybe I'll go around and act like an asshole and do all that other fun shit. But nah, yo, nah, not helping you. I haven't found a KKK yet, though. Once I find them,
Because you're not doing side
boy, I'm gonna have a field day.
Apparently, they play those guys like the fucking KKK in Django Unchained, basically.
I mean, that's the only way you can do it, right? That's the only way you can do it. Some guy in a town was talking about eugenics, screaming at the top of his lungs about, how the races shouldn't mix, and well, because I'm white, I'm superior. I mean, that's the law. And I was just like, all right, yo. And so I punched him because apparently we could just punch anybody. So all right. I'm going to punch the person that needs to be punched, not somebody looking for equal rights. But we'll get to that later.
Yeah, good times. Next up, strategy guide maker Prima Games is shutting down. I only bought like 2 of those strategy guides ever.
I used to get them for Street Fighter, just because 1, I like the art, and 2, I like to pretend that I'm analyzing frame data. Whatever.
I actually used to buy guides often. I bought it for most every RPG that I ever got.
I just went to fucking Game Facts.
See, I didn't like having to scroll. This is pre like well laid out like walkthroughs on major gaming websites. So this is back when you had to like control F that shit and fucking dig through this long ass like 100-page doc on Game Facts. I didn't like that. Like having to
what was that? Because I've been using them shits back in 2001.
Didn't they used to just post like a fucking long wall of text?
Yeah, basically? I remember people used to do that. I remember people used to post just a brick wall of just words, yo. And I would just be like, nah, fuck that. I'm not doing this because
like pictures.
Right. 1, I like pictures.
I think it's still the same.
And I couldn't get with Game Facts either. Just because they're not professionals. They're just like me and you. Or you and I. Or whatever.
Yeah, but they finished the game.
Nah, yo. Nah.
like
spelling shit
a little
wrong.
More in detail than those fucking strategy guides, but strategy guides are prettier.
Yeah.
Now
that said, I'm actually surprised that they lasted out this long. I got to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't know they would. Actually, I didn't even know they still existed.
I can tell you that the publishing of guides has diminished significantly in the past 2 years. Like it's only the majorest of major games that get guides now. And it's usually only like collector's editions, just to give something for people to buy that one in their collection, essentially. But yeah, this is pretty expected. Game guides online are way too easy to use now.
Yeah.
And plus now, like also too, like if you get stuck, you don't even need a fucking guide. You can just go to YouTube and you can fucking watch a video on how to get past the thing that you need, like one of the 100 videos that will be on that specific topic.
Yeah, you don't have to know how to read anymore.
I think that's becoming a really serious problem.
Yeah, people
honestly, like people not know how to fucking read.
What's worse, people not knowing how to read, or people just not wanting to read?
Not knowing. Because I mean, if you got to read, then yeah, you can read. But like, if you don't know how, and it's because it's a video, nah, you got to know how to read. Yeah, you just have to know how to read. Like not wanting to read, okay, fine. Like I don't like reading, but I can when I have to. But like I think people are becoming dumber. But that's just my.
There you go. No more strategy guides.
Yeah, that sucks. Probably because people didn't want to read anymore. Or can't. I don't know. And last up in headlines. Wait, what is this? Square is canceling all. God damn it. Final Fantasy 15 DLC canceled. Whatever this dude's name is, Hajime Tabata, quit Square Enix.
He was the
I don't know who that is.
He was the game director of Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, well, he quit. And I'm not doing any more DLC.
The
quit?
Quit, yeah.
Why?
He left. The biggest thing that blew me away when I saw this story was that I did not know there was more DLC scheduled for Final Fantasy 15.
Didn't that come out like 2015 or 2016?
2016, I think. Micah, you'd have to clarify that.
I think it was 2016.
Like they were still putting out. They still had DLC planned for this game.
I guess so. I mean, once you do the story, it's it's pretty definitive. Then they gave each individual character their own like little story. But
how many more noodle themed DLC can you produce for a game? That's my question.
You got to go through all the different flavors.
Wait. Square Enix lost 3,733 million yen.
Oh yeah, from
like
from the studio that this guy was heading up.
God damn.
Apparently. That's a lot of yen.
Yeah, but what's that in dollars?
It's like 33 million, give or take.
Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's not an insignificant sum of money, so
yeah, it came out November 29th, 2016. Almost 2 years ago.
Sold 8 million units. 9 million less than fucking Red Dead.
Right, not even half as much as Red Dead on its first weekend. God,
that's obnoxious. That's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, so like, I mean, look, I never played it. I didn't know DLC was going to be coming out.
Yeah, there were four more episodes of DLC that were scheduled
slated to
2019. Yeah,
for what?
I don't know.
Like people were like done with that game. That's a single player game, right? People probably had to dust that shit off. Like, oh shit, new DLC. Haven't played this in 2 years. Oh,
actually, it was just announced about 6 months ago that there was, basically like Micah said, there's new shit for different characters in the game that are specific to those characters.
Which I get it. Like that's cool and all, especially if you like those characters. The characters were fine. The ancillary characters, his boys were were more interesting than Noctis himself. But yeah, I don't know. I like the idea of doing DLC like that for RPGs with like these huge ensemble casts, but every character has to be interesting. So, and when they're not, like, could you imagine like playing like one of the better Final Fantasies? Like 4 or 6 or any one of those with exclusive like extra characters, extra DLC to flesh out those characters.
Yeah, I can see. I mean, well, no, Mike, I can't imagine because Final Fantasy VI did a good enough job of doing it in the fucking game.
Yeah, you're right. Final Fantasy VI actually did do that.
Did an amazing job of fleshing out every single character in the fucking game during the game.
And then there would be characters that I would never want more from, like Final Fantasy VIII, like all of them. Like fuck them, all of them, every single one of them. And their fucking emo. Are you a fan of? Well, you might actually like it because it's more of like it's the 90s white CW style, drama that it came out during that era, and that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of like Dawson's Creek or some stupid shit like that.
I never watched Dawson's Creek.
Like they're part of a school, and they have like school uniforms, and one of the party members is a teacher's aide, and there's the main character, but then there's the bully Cypher and his crew of cronies. All right, and there's the girl he likes, Renoa. All right, all right. Then there's Ultimisia. All right, all right. There's a guy with a cowboy hat and a duster who thinks he's a badass, but it turns out he's not really. He's just a poser. All right, all right. Fuck that game.
You just said Final Fantasy reminded you Dawson's Creek, and all I can think of is I don't want to wait for someone to cast Aura so that I can. That's a joke that goes over Terrence's head, but Mike.
No, I know the song. I never watched the show, but I do know the theme song to Dawson's Creek. I don't know the words.
You don't know what Aura is in Final Fantasy VIII.
I don't know what that is.
But I bet you there's a lot of our audience that struck a chord with. So
yeah, well,
I'll take it.
Oh, I'm looking on Facebook now, and apparently Stan Lee has passed away.
That's unfortunate.
Oh shit! Son.
But also
like 99 years old. I mean,
yeah,
he's mad old. But
that should not come as a shock.
Well,
yeah.
Maybe that's what broke Facebook earlier.
Yeah, it's possible. Every other post. Yep. Yeah, it sucks. 95.
Hey,
God damn.
Look, the man had a good run. He literally changed the world.
Yeah.
Like not many people could say that. So look, buddy, rest in peace, or as black people are wont to say, rest in power, brother. I don't know what that shit means, rest in power, but that guy changed the world, man. So rest in peace, buddy.
All right, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for headlines.
Speaking of things dead on arrival.
Well, hang on, Micah.
Oh,
look, I know that Final Fantasy is losing money. We're trying to make money. We're trying to make money over here. densepixels.com/Amazon. Look, you might be feeling look, there's not someone's back I couldn't make $1 off of. You might be feeling sad about Stan Lee's sudden passing. What better way to commemorate his life than to go on Amazon and buy like Marvel comic books and shit that you can
using our link
to give us a small percentage of the sale. Densepixels.com/Amazon.
He would have wanted it.
He would have wanted it this way. But
he likes to help small businesses, right?
Sure, why not?
Yeah. He was once one at one point, was he not?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm not a Stan Lee expert, so I can't answer that question.
Apparently, the guy was cutthroat too.
Oh, well,
you kind of have to be if you run a company. Like, say what you want about Vince McMahon and his weirdness. Like, the guy runs a profitable company. So, first up. Apparently, Microsoft had this big like event in Mexico City.
How dare you say apparently, as if this event, this live stream from Microsoft was not the nexus of the video game universe on Saturday afternoon this past weekend.
I mean, goddamn.
At when it occurred at 3:15 Pacific time. On Saturday, literally the gaming world stopped to pay attention to what Microsoft was doing.
So I just Googled
6 o'clock in the evening.
I don't even fucking know.
In real time,
my ass. So in real time,
I don't like that fucking West Coast shit.
Yeah, they're all over the place over there. Like Arizona doesn't have daylight saving, so sometimes it's 3 hours behind, sometimes it's 2 hours behind. All right, yo. All right. You can't just be manipulating with time, West Coast. Just pick one. So I just Googled this thing, this X018. And I see the logo and I'm like, oh shit, like they were advertising it to me when I booted up my Xbox because I got Red Dead on my Xbox just to make sure my Xbox worked. And yeah, they were advertising it. I had
probably thought it was a fucking operating system.
Yeah, like I didn't like. I thought I don't want that. I thought this was some shit they wanted me to buy. I was like, well, fuck this. But yeah, they had a bunch of announcements. I'm just gonna run off some headlines, and if you want me to talk about them, stop me. Devil May Cry 5 includes a practice mode called the Void.
That's dumb because since Devil May Cry 3, or maybe 4, if I'm not mistaken, there was a practice mode, or maybe Bayonetta started. I don't know. Either way, there was a practice mode.
Bayonetta started it. But you could have you could practice like between load screens and stuff like that. And then once
DMC
the game
had a practice mode.
I can't believe you guys. They would not have announced this news at XO 18 if this wasn't groundbreaking, earth-shattering news about DMC5. How dare you? How dare you?
How's it feel for big Devil May Cry fans to know that they're stealing something from DMC to put in your new Devil May Cry, your Capcom Devil May Cry?
They're stealing quite a lot from DMC, like the character designs. I don't like the character designs of DMC5.
You don't like you don't like Cody Rhodes, Tom Cruise, and skinny Adam Driver. You don't like the three of them.
Well, Adam Driver is skinny. I mean, that was kind of redundant. But
I mean, Adam Driver is kind of swole.
He's wide,
skinny. This Devil May Driver is fucking skinny as shit.
I don't understand this. This is not an announcement that should have been at a conference.
Not at a Microsoft conference. Like,
that doesn't make any fucking sense. But
like, okay, just should have been like, I don't know. Microsoft's Black Friday 2018 deals on gaming include the Xbox One at its lowest price ever. It's basically $100 off. So Xbox One X will be offered at $399.99. So if you,
I would say that was a good deal, but there's nothing to play on it. So
yeah, I was really thinking about getting an Xbox One X because I got the Pro and I wanted to. Eventually, I'll get a nice TV, and I wanted to, be ready. But
Gears of War 4 looks amazing on the Xbox One X, and I'm pretty sure Red Dead Redemption probably looks amazing on there as well.
Yeah, because Red Dead looks
probably the best looking version.
Yeah, Red Dead looks good now, so I can only imagine what it looks like.
But you will have already finished that game by then.
Yeah. So
you're not gonna play it again, are you?
No, it's too much. It's too much walking around. It's too much walking around, yo. It's too much walking around. Like I can't just get into a car. I can't just get into a car and just drive somewhere and do something. I can't like have fun. Like I'm paying off all the bounties and shit because I don't want people coming after me while I'm trying to do something. Yo, no bullshit, yo. No bullshit. I was leaving a mission, right? I accepted a mission and I was going to the second part of it, right? I get on my horse and I turn on auto run because I'm not wasting my time, getting a horse to move all the way over there. I turn on auto run. It's in a town, right? I should have waited until after I got out of the town, but I'm in the town. No bullshit. The horse turns a corner, runs into another guy on horseback. I flip head over heels over the guy. The guy dies. A witness sees it, runs to the law. Now I got the law on me for murdering that guy because the goddamn auto run ran me right into an NPC. Fuck you, yo.
Wait, you can pay your own bounties?
Yeah, that's the only way to get rid of them. That's the only way to get rid of them.
So what you're saying is, in America, if you have a legal problem, all you have to do is throw money at it. And it can disappear.
That is the American way.
It is.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, man. And people like that stuff, right? Like, all right, that's funny and all that. But I had a job to do. So I'm like, and I'm running from the law. I'm like, all right, well, maybe I can outrun them. No, lawmen are just coming from all over. Lawmen and bounty hunters are just coming from all over the place. And I'm like, you know what, yo? I'm just going to reload because I don't feel like dealing with all this bullshit.
Sounds like the greatest game of all time.
That sounds really fun.
It's a fun game and all, but like there's so much bullshit that goes along with it, man. Like,
is it fun?
Let's just have fun. Let's just have fun. It's a great story. It's a great story. Let's just have some fun, man. I want to be a cowboy. I don't want to have to go around paying off bounties and shit. Like, all right, yo. All right. Void Bastards has a nice ring to it, to its name, but what is it about? Do we care?
Nope.
I don't.
because the article that we're linked to alleges it's an strategy shooter coming from the BioShock director, to which most people would say, Ken Levine's making a new shooter? Cool. No, it's not him. It's not him. It's some other guy that no one's ever heard of. So
that sucks balls.
What is this?
The newest Just Cause 4 trailer brings a tornado to a gunfight with unpredictable results. Look, Just Cause is one of those games where it's like you make your own fun. They give you all the tools you need to just cause carnage and shit. Like, I appreciate it. But I don't know if I'll get this. I'm just not. I haven't been like terribly into this series.
It was a gameplay. Is this gameplay? I'm looking at the trailer now. Is it gameplay?
No, I think it's all CG.
This doesn't do anything.
Obsidian, Microsoft acquires Obsidian Entertainment,
which we talked about a couple weeks ago when it was rumored.
Yep, it is official now. Microsoft acquires
very good games with
other people's tech. Yes,
yeah,
that's the Obsidian way.
They do, but their games are really good. They just don't know how to make them without like blowing up your system. Okay.
Microsoft acquires Wasteland maker In Exile Entertainment. I'm not familiar with the Wasteland series.
It's like post-apocalyptic Diablo, essentially.
Well, that's why I don't like it.
There you go.
Oh, I bought Diablo 3 for Switch.
Oh my! Are you serious?
Yeah, I did.
Why?
Because I wanted something to play on the train.
Oh I mean, at least you can jump into adventure mode right away. That's all I can say for
that. Yeah, and that is the reason why I bought it, because I wasn't trying to go through all the story and all that again. Like, I just wanted to hop in adventure mode and just kill stuff. And so yeah, it's Diablo. You know, it's good. Xbox One gains mouse and keyboard support for Fortnite and Warframe.
Let me tell you something. It had better be possible for every fucking shooter that supports this shit to disable playing with mouse and keyboard players when you're playing. Yeah, that's not right. Either that, or you had better like in games. So, like in Destiny, for example, in Destiny on PC, you can use mouse and keyboard, or you can use the controller. But when you use the controller, the game is smart enough to know that you're using a controller, so it enables all of the aim assists that you normally get on console with certain weapons, and it disables it on PC. So, like I said, either disable aim assist if people are using mouse and keyboard, or let me not play with these fucking people, because I'm not trying to be about that life.
Yeah, that's a giant fucking. Nah, I don't like that.
Next up, Sea of Thieves announces that it's still around.
The next story. Go ahead.
Final Fantasy 13 Trilogy joins Xbox One backwards compatibility. I forgot that there were sequels to that game.
Yeah, I don't even know what this means.
The sequels were arguably better than the first game, by the way.
Really?
That's what I hear.
Because I didn't finish the first game. Yes, this is with Lightning.
Yeah, I did hear the sequels were better.
Wow. Okay. Lightning, the female version of Cloud, but just as boring. Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer marks the return of Winnie the Pooh and Organization 13. Winnie the Pooh is back with a vengeance. This is coming out pretty soon, right? Kingdom Hearts 3?
January 29th.
All right, January 29th. And don't they have like a special like $1 million edition that has every Kingdom Hearts game in it?
Well, no, they just released a version on PS4 called The Story So Far that has all of the Kingdom Hearts games in it, because it has 1.5, 2.5, and 2.8 in it. So, but that's only on PS4, not on Xbox One.
Wow, what? You think they mentioned that at this at the world famous X018 conference?
I'm just finding it amusing that Microsoft's even bothering to be like to fucking carry water for Kingdom Hearts 3, because no one's gonna fucking play it on that console.
I can't imagine they would, but I'm sure there are a couple fans.
Oh no, I'm not saying they will sell 0 copies, but my prediction is The PlayStation version will outsell the Xbox version at least 8-1.
Oh damn!
At least
Jesus
1.
Christ.
That is my Kingdom Hearts 3 prediction.
All right. So Organization 13 is back. And the news that you've all been waiting for, fuck the last two. The news that will shake the video game industry to its core.
Terrence, before Micah announces this,
Yes.
you're sitting down. I see that.
Yes, I am.
I notice you have the whole chair beneath you. I can tell you're only going to need the edge for this announcement.
I already read it.
Crackdown 3 is dated, and I'm using finger quotes, dated for mid-February 2019.
The day after Valentine's Day.
That's right. All you lovelorn losers have something to do the day after Valentine's Day.
February 15th, 2019.
Oh,
it's so good you don't even have to buy the game to play it as long as you have Xbox Games Pass.
Oh man. Look.
And as an added incentive, you can play the original one on your Xbox One X with enhanced 4K graphics because that game came out 11 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There you go.
See, Micah said Crackdown 3 dated. I thought he was going to say dated gameplay. I was going to agree.
I was 26 years old when that game came out.
I didn't realize that.
I was in my 20s when that game came Yeah. 4K support for the Xbox One X. To get you ready for Crackdown 3 that was announced in like May of 2014.
And did not really make an appearance at E3 last year too much.
Yeah. They said there's a new trailer. I don't see it.
Oh,
where is it?
Sure.
Where the fuck is it?
Wow.
Where is it? New trailer shows off destruction-focused multiplayer mode Wrecking Zone. Where's the trailer?
Guys, was this a good gaming fucking release event or the greatest gaming fucking release event that we've ever seen in our entire life?
Well, seeing as how I was ignorant to it even existing, I guess it's great, right? I'm happy for people who are happy. I'm happy for people who really, 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 really wanted to play Crackdown 3, and now they know that they can wait 4 more months. It's only 4 more months away.
I just like how Microsoft,
until you can play their flagship game, for free.
Microsoft had undivided attention. Like they had their own event, they could control the narrative, and these announcements are the best that they had to bring to the table.
Are we finished? No, there's still 2 more left.
No, fuck them. Who cares? Who cares?
I mean, no. The one is okay. If you have Games Pass, you can play PUBG now for free.
For free,
great.
Yeah.
Well, not for free, but it's part of your Games Pass.
Yeah. So. And you can watch the actual event if you want to.
PUBG, by the way, which recently put in some new skins in their game for the hot 2016 movie release Suicide Squad, Joker and Harley Quinn in PUBG. And if you want both of those, you can get them for the extremely reasonable price of $45.
I'm sorry, wait. What did you say? I wasn't paying attention because I was looking at how long this Microsoft X018 live event was. It's 2 hours long, and that's all they gave you. But you said something about $45 for some skins. Is that what you just said?
I sure did. I'm going to pull up the article. This is a special unadvertised news story from 2 weeks ago that we just missed. Or actually, no, I guess it was from last week because I just missed to put it on the docket. Yeah, so apparently the PUBG side do a crossover with the DC Universe. They have skins that you can use for your characters from Suicide Squad. Fortnite was able to get Thanos on release week for Fortnite.
Yeah.
Thanos. And PUBG was like 2 years later, hey, we can get Joker and Harley Quinn skins for Fortnite. And apparently, if you get both skins, again, $45
just for the skins. Is that what you're saying?
for the skins. Well, and now the skins come with a lot of other shit, like Harley Quinn's bats and other stuff that you normally have to buy separately. But $45, which for those playing at home is $15 more than PUBG costs by itself to purchase.
What the fuck? It's Bluehole, right? That's the name of the company that does PUBG.
Yes.
What are they doing? They just wanna like fail now at this point, right? I mean, like Fortnite has already ate their lunch, right?
Yeah, now
Now they just throwing.
Blackout's
Now
probably,
they're just throwing.
probably eating their lunch too.
Yeah, that too. But like now they just don't give a fuck, right?
Yeah,
because that doesn't make any sense.
Then
I would never pay $45 for 2 skins and like weapons or whatever the fuck. First of all, that game ain't that goddamn good. And I think now they're doing the pay, like it's not pay to win, but their microtransactions get a little egregious. And you have to pay for that game.
Not anymore.
Fortnite is
now if you have Xbox Game Pass, you can play it for free. So
Fortnite is 100% free. They have NFL skins now for all NFL teams that you can
customize name and number on the back. Be whatever you want.
And they have Harley Quinn and the Joker.
Mm-hmm. The Joker that nobody likes, by the way. The Jared Leto Joker.
And I don't even like. Look, Fortnite is fine. I can't play it. I can't. I've tried numerous times. I can't shoot and build all at the same time. I can't do it. I'm too old. So I can't. No. But like I get it. I see why people love it. And then they add shit like every week. Literally add so much shit. There's different game modes. There's crazy shit. Like they have like grappling hooks and shit now. It's crazy. Meanwhile, PUBG, Harley Quinn and the Joker from a subpar movie. 2 years later.
I mean, that tells you all you need to know about like the two franchises, right? Like whose movie comic book universes they've decided to align with.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing too.
Yeah, PUBG is DC.
Here's the other thing too. It wouldn't surprise me if Marvel came to Epic and was like, let's do something. I don't think Epic went to Marvel. I really don't. Because I don't think they would have
put all of the Avengers skins in there. Like, did they just do it all? Yeah. Just do the whole universe. Just bring everybody. Iron Man. Fuck it.
So that also lets you know how the gravity that XO18 had, that we've shifted immediately from talking about that, just talking about the failures of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Who'd have thought? It's
a goddamn shame, yeah. I mean,
well, look, two companies that had very much self-induced wounds, self-induced errors that have led to them, being second fiddle. Thanks to their own hubris, they're made for each other.
Wow, this is terrible. Like I'm watching this thing right now. That's it. No other game companies. No other nothing. And
no new
Mexico City, and no one knew this shit was even happening.
Yeah, that's XO18, guys.
That's a goddamn shame.
PSX literally was like, "Hey, we don't have anything to talk about this year, so we're not going to do one." Microsoft's like, "Let's stroll on in, kick the door down with our great announcement
of nothing."
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
Next up. So this guy bought Red Dead Redemption. And in Red Dead Redemption, while the Rockstar made a game where you can do virtually anything, right? So this guy made a series of videos of the main character doing things that like a dick would do. At one point, The game is set in 1899. I think women didn't get the right to vote till 1920, but apparently they were, chanting like, "Hey, we need the right to vote." Right? There's even a mission in the game where you assist in a voting rally. So this guy uploaded a video of the main character beating the shit out of a woman protesting for her right to vote. He made another video of him feeding one of those feminists to an alligator. Apparently, he made a video of what happens when you bring a black man to the KKK. And he did another video titled "Deporting a Mexican." So YouTube pulled the video of him beating up the woman who wanted her right to vote. And he got pissed and he pitched a fit. And YouTube said that it violated their community guidelines, which include hateful content defined as content that promotes or condones violence against individuals or groups based on race, ethnic origin, religion, disability, gender, age, nationality, veteran status, or sexual orientation / gender identity. According to this guy's screenshots of why he was banned, he said that he was banned for gratuitous violence. And his argument is, well, people put Mortal Kombat fatalities up. What's so violent about that? And you gunned down a bunch of dudes in the game, but none of the videos were pulled for that. YouTube has backtracked its decision to suspend his channel, and I think he's up and running again. I haven't clicked on his link or his page. Not surprisingly, a bunch of other people uploaded his videos in solidarity, like, oh, well, you can't ban us all for being ignorant. So basically YouTube backtracked on their initial, discipline of this guy. Look, this guy is a dick, and dicks do what dicks do, right? At the same time, YouTube, you are your own company. You can pull this guy, you can pull this guy's content, and you shouldn't necessarily be ashamed of it if it's something that you deem it shouldn't be on your channel. I don't know why they would backtrack.
I think the only thing that they could argue is that because this is in the game, in theory, like I said, if you pulled his, shouldn't you pull everything else's? I think the point that's being missed here is that this dude is arguing from a position of bad faith. When you title your video, quote, annoying feminist fed to pigs, annoying feminist fed to alligator, dropping feminists to hell and killing the devil. Like, you're coming from a place of bad faith when you
right. Right. Like, that title alone violates the stated community guidelines. It's promoting or condoning violence against an individual based on, in this case, gender. So what's the deal?
Yeah. Like, my whole thing was like, he's doing it on purpose. Like, it's not doing, oh, this is what you can do. Like, you're doing it just to be an asshole. Like, because it's going to elicit a response. And again, the wording. Like, why did you word it that?
So I have a better.
Why would you word that
for YouTube? If YouTube wants to leave the video up, that's fine. Demonetize it.
There you go.
Yeah, demonetize everything. They demonetize everything already. Just like a little snippet of music go over and gets demonetized. So yeah, I mean,
so like I say, he wants to have this video. That's cool. You ain't gonna make any money from it though.
Yeah, there you go. Day. That's a perfect solution.
Like, video feeding. What is he delivering a black guy to the KKK? What happened? Like, come on, nigga. You're a fucking dick. Like, you're doing it on purpose, and you know the crowd that you're going to bring to your channel with that type of shit. And those niggas are assholes too. So, and they're not okay.
YouTube's head of gaming,
That's fine.
Ryan Watt, tweeted, "Sometimes we make mistakes, which is why we have multiple escalation paths for reviewers to raise tough questions, and we give creators the right to appeal. The reviewer will be educated on this outcome and on how to avoid repeating this mistake."
Yeah, spoilers. He won't learn anything, and nothing will change.
Right. Yeah, he also tweeted that this will be it'll be reinstated, and all 8,000 of his videos will be rolled back to his channel. Man, look, I'm not surprised that people are dicks. And I guess I'm not surprised by any of it. I'm just I don't know. I don't know. Is nonplus the correct word that I'm feeling about this?
Not surprised is not surprising that you would feel that way, obviously. But yeah, like I said, the dude just being a dickbag for no reason, and leaning on getting clicks and views from being a dick.
Yeah.
So, and again, you don't have to tolerate that. If you don't want to, like Micah said, it's a private platform. You can do whatever you want. And look, if that people get upset about that and want to go to another platform, go for it.
Yeah. The problem is, like, you say you can go to another platform, but you also want to be on the platform that has the most eyes.
That's not YouTube's problem.
Yeah.
So, well, like I said, just don't come at this from a position of righteousness, because you're not being righteous.
Yeah, that's the most insulting thing. Is like, I can't believe I'm being oppressed. Like, you want to punch women and feed them to alligators, yo. Quite frankly, you need to be on a watch list now. I mean, nowadays, yo, like, for real, like you need to be investigated.
Yeah, because that's really weird. That's what's going through your head. Annoying feminists fed the alligator. The fuck is wrong with you, dog?
And look, I would not at all be surprised if this dude wasn't of that mindset. He's just trying to fucking troll for clicks. That's all he's doing.
Yeah. All right. I mean, that is
to the worst of assholes, which is not better. Like, it's not like
you're about to say that doesn't make us any better than
for being that way.
Fuck this nigga. Nah, I don't understand that mindset. Just to be, I mean,
because you don't have a fucking moral compass, Terrence. That's how you can do that when all you care about is making money, getting clicks, but you don't actually, give a fuck about, when the ends always justify the means. That's the mindset.
Whatever.
That should never cross my mind, yo. It never crossed my mind. All the bullshit that you can do in that game, and it never crossed my mind to punch a woman in the face and feed them to an alligator. Like, what the fuck?
Because you're not an asshole. I mean, you are an asshole, but you're not that kind of asshole.
Like, god damn.
Like I said, I just need, and this goes for everybody, not just in the gaming sphere, but everywhere. Stop arguing bad faith, yo. Like, stop trying to fucking come to me and be like, well, no, it's just about this. Shut up. Like, we know. You don't have to pretend. So that's our show this week. Sorry to leave it on a downer. It's okay. Don't forget to go to densepixels.com/fans, join our Facebook group, and join in the conversation there. Leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. We will read on the air if you do. Make sure you subscribe to the show on whatever podcatcher that you use. Follow us on Twitch as well, even though I know I'm not using it too much anymore. Denspixels Brad, because I'm using the Denspixels YouTube channel when I stream. Terrence still streaming, Apparition 410. Micah has a Twitch account, Dense Black Nerd, and Carrie, and she's doing a lot of streaming there as well. That is it this week, guys. Next week, look forward to us discussing the nominees for the Game Awards, which, of course, are being announced tomorrow as we're recording this because we can't have nice things. And we'll see how Terrence feels when if Smash Brothers manages to weasel its way onto the list, despite not releasing yet.
How are you going to feel when Smash Brothers wins Fighting Game of the Year over Dragon Ball?
No.
Just so you know, Terrence, it shouldn't, because I think the cutoff for the Game Awards is your game has to be released by like November 7th or 6th or something like that. And Smash Bros. Won't come out until December.
It's the 12th of December. So no, it doesn't deserve it. No, fuck that, yo.
They'll nominate Smash Brothers E3 build against all the other It'll be its own category. Oh man. So yeah, look forward to that. Should be a good time. So we'll see you all next week.
See you.
Take it easy.
You're watching the Dense Pixels YouTube channel. Click the subscribe button while you're here and make sure you check out our weekly podcast where we discuss the latest gaming news and our impressions on what games we've been playing.